Hey everybody, welcome back to more Final Fantasy VIII for the PS3. Anyways, let's continue. We got stuff to do, and I want to get this done before the night ends. Don't know how far I'm going to get this episode. Probably going to finish up this next segment, but we got places to be. Selphie. She's trying so hard to act cheerful. Where's our next destination? Are we ready to go? Absolutely. Okay, so we need to go to we promised Selphie we'd go to Trabia Garden. Though, admittedly, I don't really want her on my team. But I guess I have no choice. You were on my team, weren't you? Here. There we go. Now he has all the junction shit. So, where we need to go is like north. Like really far north. So, we need to get around this continent. Frankly, is what we need to do. We need to go around the continent entirely. This is the navigating in this game can be a little bit rough, so I'll try to make it easy on you guys. But let's just be honest, I only know so much. Thankfully, Trabia Garden's already pointed out on this map. We're not close at all, are we? I think I'm just gonna have to sail along until I figure out. Oh my god, you move so quickly. Yeah, we're going basically in the right direction. Here we are, Trabia Garden. Pretty much where I thought it was gonna be. Damn, those missiles fucked this place right up. Jesus. But they had no way of knowing those were coming. We never... Don't know why we didn't pick up a phone and call somebody. Direct hit? This has got to be bad. I'm going in. Be careful. Damn, they fucked this place over. We gotta climb to get inside this damn place. Jesus. I guess messing with all that missile shit didn't do dick. Squall! I thought Selphie was with you. Aren't we missing someone? Selphie, I let her go on ahead. I wonder if there are any monsters around here. Come on, Squall, let's hurry after her. Alright, we get to look around this depressing garden that this guy blasted the hell out of. Jesus. That's rough, man. I don't like to usually claim responsibility for this kind of stuff, but this is kind of our fault. We did kind of cause this. So, You've been looking after Selfie. What's wrong? That's not like Squall at all. Whatever. I love how, like, Squall does something even remotely nice to someone, and they're just like, yeah, Squall's not acting like himself. For example, if you donated to Trabia Fund, I'll give you... I love the notion that, like, the professors are just like, well, shit, oh my god. A graveyard, that's dark. Not an old issue of Timbermaniacs. You finished reading it. A graveyard. I don't know why I was expecting anything different. Christ almighty. There's probably a lot of, like, unmarked graves too, knowing them. Shit, you can't afford to try to keep up with as many bodies as we probably helped stack in this place. Christ almighty. Probably not gonna be very many. We carried the injured ones out. In the car. Me? Nah, I'm not hurt. I'm just sick. I'm exhausted from tending to everyone. That Tonberry King. Take this. Summoning. GF summoning. Blaz. Oh, okay. I guess he was sleeping. But no, that is a GF actually. Tonberry King is a legit GF. The ball rolled under there. That's the last ball. Oh no. Gee, I wish the faculty was a little more reliable. What do they expect the student committee to do under these conditions? We have to remove this missile as soon as possible. There's no more threat of an explosion, but if it falls over, it could crush someone. Jesus. We really are not good people. We put these people through a lot of shit for no real reason. We're leaving as soon as Selfie comes back. We're on standby till then. Doesn't seem like the enemy has invaded this garden yet. Are they on their way? Where's the sorceress? We have to find her and... Sorry to keep you waiting. Thanks so much for coming all the way out here, everyone. Cheer up, eh? Thanks. Take me with you when you fight the sorceress, okay? I want to get even. I want to get my revenge. Do we have to fight? Isn't there another way? You know, to avoid any bloodshed? Yo, what the? What are you saying all of a sudden? Maybe someone really smart can come up with the way so we wouldn't have to fight anymore. What are you getting at? If someone can come up with something, that would be great. But no one's doing anything. They're all scared, uneasy. All they do is complain. They just pretend to be thinking. They criticize others, but in the end, they can't do anything either. Noah, why all this all of a sudden? What do you expect from me? I grew up in garden. I'm a seed. Do you understand? Squall? You have to voice your feelings or else I won't understand. You were part of a resistance movement in Timber, right? Unlike others who were all talk, you took to your weapons and fought. And now you're saying all this? What happened to you? I guess I'm getting scared. Sometimes when I'm with all of you, I feel like we're on the same wavelength, you know? But when the battles start happening, it's different. Everyone's tempo seems to pick up and I get left behind. I try to catch up, but it's no use. How far is everyone going? I can't hear anyone. Once I catch up, I wonder, is everyone safe? Will they welcome me with open arms? Is everyone okay? Will we all make it back together? When I start thinking like that, Renoa, I understand. Someone might not be there. Someone you love may disappear before your very eyes. It's tough when you live your life thinking that way. But that's why I fight. When I was a little kid, I was about 4 or so. I was in an orphanage. Plenty of kids, all with no parents. It was around the end of the Sorceress War, so it couldn't be helped. Anyways, there I was. And out of all the kids, one was very special to me. Irvi, wanna play? I really liked this girl, and it made me so happy just talking to her. Sephi, what you playing? War. Oh dear. Oh man. This is the plot point that really gets me. Was that orphanage a stone house? You guessed it. An old house made of stone by the ocean? You guessed it. I knew right away when we first met. Why didn't you tell? I love how they're both like, well, why did you say anything, you dingus? Because you two seem to have forgotten. It just kind of sucked that I was the only one who remembered. Spunky little Sephi and bossy little Quisty. That is just so weird. Huh? Hey, do you guys remember setting off fireworks? That was this way. So yes, all these characters knew each other as kids. I gotta be honest with you, this is probably one of the more weird things they came up with Square, is having this notion of like they all knew each other and they just didn't remember. Sis, where'd you go? You don't like me anymore? What a shameful sight. I'd run, but you can't run. So don't mind my walking. It's not for effect. It's because the game literally will not let you run. Okay, now I'm running. How about this? Yeah. The ocean, the lighthouse. We did set off fireworks. Yo! Kids aren't supposed to play with fireworks. I'm telling. I'm gonna tell on you. Cry baby Zell. Go back to bed. If I remember this, does that mean I was there too? We all got in big trouble. Then what about my parents and Balaam? The Dinches and Balaam must have adopted you. Yep, that's probably it. I was here. You, come on, stop it, my twin, help! Cry baby Zell. Who's that? Na 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 na. Stop teasing me, Cypher. Oh my goodness. Cypher, my arch enemy. Wow, that explains so much. No wonder Cypher seems to have a hard-on for picking on Zell. He's been predisposed to doing it since he was a kid. Well. Wow, man, this part brings back so many memories. I remember playing this as a kid, and I was just like, wow, they really did it. Cypher was there too, except for Renoa. We were all there. Hey, that means, yeah, I was there too. And you just decide not to say anything? Sis. I was always waiting for Sis to come back. I'm all alone. But I'm doing my best. I'll be okay without you, Sis. I'll be able to take care of myself. I didn't turn out okay at all. Sis, Ellie. Elion? So, Elion was Sis. She was a bit older than us, and we all used to call her Sis. Quistis, Zell, Selfie, Irving, Cypher, Elion, and myself. Elion makes more sense than Alone, but I've been calling her Alone since I started this fucking playthrough. Jesus Christ. There's gonna be some asshole in the comments who's gonna be like, you've been saying it wrong the entire time. Yeah, well, this isn't... Pronunciation, man, especially in these games, can be rough. I'm not sure what the meaning behind all this is, but we were definitely together. You mean Sis is Elion? She's the one that takes us back to Laguna's period. She said she wanted to change the past. I don't know why. There can be only one reason for that. She must not be happy with the present. If that's the case, I'm definitely up for helping her. She's part of our orphanage gang. You didn't even remember who she was. Hey, Selfie, that goes for you too. It's pretty scary we've forgotten all these things. So Ma and Pa aren't my real parents. I wonder where the orphanage is. So, Sis was Elion, eh? Everyone was fond of Sis, but you, Squall, you kept hogging her for yourself. You sure have a good memory. This is really strange. I don't think I was adopted because of the way I am. Probably the same with Cypher too. You two must have been at Garden by the age of 5 or so. Even so, he's never mentioned anything about growing up in an orphanage. And nothing about this has ever crossed my mind when I see him either. Don't you find that odd? That is strange. In my case, I had loads and loads of fun after going to Travia. That's probably why I forgot about my childhood. That's what I think. But I don't know what's up with you guys. It's so odd that you would forget. I remember. Yes, I remember now. Things didn't work out too well at my new home, so I came to Garden at the age of 10. That was when I first noticed Cypher and Squall. Cypher and Squall were always fighting. Yeah, Quistis used to break us up. Yes, that's right! Cypher was a kid who always needed to be the center of attention. The Squall always used to ignore him. But eventually they would end up fighting. Squall would have easily walked away from it, but always took up the challenge. He should have just ignored him, but Squall, almost in tears, would say, "I gotta do my best by myself, or else I won't be able to see Sis." I guess I was trying to take Elion's place. I tried, but to no avail. That's probably it. Even after becoming an instructor, I still couldn't stop thinking about Squall. I thought it was love. I had to hide my feelings because I was instructor, but I've come to realize it wasn't. It was my childhood feelings as a big sister that lingered. Oh well. A misunderstood love? I had completely given up when Renoa came into the picture. Hey! It must be the same for Cypher. I'm sure Cypher has forgotten his childhood too. But whenever he sees Squall, his inner feelings start to boil and... Is that why he's always picking fights with Squall? Why is it that we forgot? We grew up together as kids. How's that possible? How about this? The price we pay for using the GF. The GF provides us power, but the GF makes its own place inside our brain. So you're saying that the area is where our memory is stored? No! That's just a rumor the GF critics are spreading. So if we keep relying on GFs, we won't be able to remember a lot of things? There's no way Headmaster Sid would allow such a dangerous thing. Then how is it that I remember while everyone else has forgotten? Well, in my case, I hadn't junctioned a GF until recently. That's why I remember a lot more than you guys. How about you, Selphie? Your first experience with GF was when you came to Balam, right? Yeah. We gave up our memories in exchange for power. Is it because of the GF that we forget? Is that why other forces refrain from using GF? I have a confession to make. When I was 12, I went on an outdoor training session. I found a GF inside one of the monsters I defeated. I junctioned that GF for a while, so I have experience with GF too. But it's really weird. I can't remember the name of that GF. It must be the GF's fault. What should we do? What should we do? Nothing. What do you mean, nothing? So what do you want to do? You want to stop using GF now? As long as we contribute fighting, we're indebted to the powers of the GF. If there's a price I have to pay for that, I'll gladly pay it. Hey, I know! Let's all keep a diary. That way, we will always have something to remind us. Are you sure that's what you want? Maybe that's for the best. Yeah, I don't care if I forget about my childhood when Cypher used to pick on me. What's important to me now is having the power to protect my parents in Balam. They adopted me. There's no way I'm letting go of that power. Hey. Do you all remember Matron? She was always wearing black. Matron, dressed in black? She's the... Let's see. Very kind, long black hair. Yes, I really admired her. I see your resemblance, Matron. They look alike. Wait, I just pictured her face and... Look alike. Nah, that's not it. Matron's name is Adia Kramer. Matron is Sorceress Adia. Jesus. Matron. Sorceress Adia? Why is the Matron... Why? You're wondering why Matron would take over a country or fire missiles and whatnot? At this point, we probably wouldn't comprehend it even if we talked about it. You're probably right. Hear me out. Seed and garden were all Matron's idea, right? I'm not a seed, but I share the same feeling with all of you. Seeds are supposed to fight the sorceress, right? This is strange. That's right. It was when I was being tortured by Cypher he wanted to know what seed was. Matron should know. But Matron is Sorceress Adia. There's no denying that. What does this all mean? Squall, are you listening? So, this is what I wanted to say. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I understand what Renoa is saying. I understand, but I'm still gonna fight. I want to stay true to everything I've stood for. I'm sure it's the same for everyone. That's why I thought it'd be best if everyone knew we would have to fight Matron. You've all heard this before. How life has infinite possibilities? I don't believe that one bit. There weren't many paths for me to choose. Sometimes there would only be one. From limited possibilities, I faced the choices I made have. The choices I made have brought me this... I don't know, that grammar seems wonky. The choices I may have that may have brought me this far. I faced, besides for the limited possibilities I faced, the choices I made. Okay, I get it. There should really be a comma there or something. The choices I made have brought me this far. Okay, I get it. That's why I value the path I chose. I want to hold true to the path that had to be taken. I know our opponent is Matron, whom we all love very much. We might lose something very important on account of the GF, but I don't mind. It's not like I drifted here on the tides of fate. I'm here because I chose to be here. And more importantly, we all grew up together. But due to various circumstances, we were all separated. As a kid, you couldn't really go out on your own. There were no other paths to take. All I did was just cry. But somehow, we're together again, just like old times. Though a lot's changed. We're not kids anymore. We're strong enough to take care of ourselves. Make our own decisions. We're confronting a big one right now. Do we fight Matron or not? I say we fight. Shoot for a common goal. Hey, at least it'll keep us together a little longer. Yeah, let's do it. We can't run from her for the rest of our lives. It's just a bummer. I can't believe we have to fight Matron. I know, Bazel's right. We can't run from her forever. Renoa, it's up to you. We're gonna fight. I think it's the only way we can move on with our lives. If that makes any sense at all, come with us. I'm sure that's what everybody wants. Look! A gift from the fairies. Yo, you want to check out Ida's orphanage? Or Adia's orphanage? I wonder what it looks like now. We might find a clue. Clue? You mean as to why Matron turned out like this? It probably has to do with something that happened in the past. But the past is the past. It's over. Done with. Despite what truth we find, it's not going to change the present. But I want to see too. I don't know what we'll find, but let's head for Adia's house. I have to talk to Renoa, don't I? I guess that's it. We're fighting. You guys are fearless. Fearless? I don't think that's quite right. If you think too hard, you become lost. I think that's what everyone's afraid of. I wish we didn't have to fight either. Alright. Let's pick up our team. So we're back out on the world map, although I'm not complete. Excuse you, game? Back to Trabia. I gotta go find something real quickly. There's a statue I need to find because that statue has something I want. I didn't find it when I was initially going through this place. Then again, I wasn't totally looking for it. I was kind of hoping it would be like on the way to wherever I was going, but it didn't work out that way. Rarely ever does. Ah, found it. Perfect. Didn't have to work that hard to find it. I knew I should have saw it on the way in. So I was like, you don't have to work that hard to find these. They're not like hidden. They're usually like in reasonable locations. Anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap up this episode as it's running kind of on the long end, but I didn't want to stop in the middle of that whole section. It just seemed kind of silly. Anyways, guys, stay tuned for more Final Fantasy VIII. We're heading to Adia's house, and we're on the way to finishing Disc 2 of Final Fantasy VIII. Till then, guys, stay tuned. I'm signing out.